start to come in. Yeah, they get the notification, but we are live.
This guy stole my name. I met him when he was in developmental, and we had a conversation. And he goes, "What's your name?" I said, "Hassan." I said, "Oh, that's a cool name. I like that, man." You know. And then a few months later, I see him debut on TV as Muhammad Hassan. Like, oh, that's my name. You know.
Like, I think Christian was telling a story that Mark Marrow took the TKO from him.
Yeah.
And Christian's like, yeah, it's cool because like he's a veteran at that point, but that was a cool finish.
Yeah, damn, man. No, I didn't care. I never wanted to use my real name anyway because I didn't want to be a Muslim or a black Muslim. I didn't want to pigeonhole into that gimmick.
But you know, I'm glad he got life after wrestling.
Yeah, he's a school teacher.
He's a
principal.
He's a principal, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He found life after wrestling. He actually did the charity comic book he wrote for Chad Gaspard. When Chad passed.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote the comic book.
I got a copy of that, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I saw that. I'm like, wait, Mark Copine. I'm like, why am I
What's
doing
up,
that?
Marshall?
Oh, there it is.
Stacy Smith, what's up? Eric Sims is watching. Oh boy.
Eric Sims.
You know Eric Sims.
Punk. You are no good son of a bitch. Eric Sims.
Yeah, that's the guy. All right.
That's the exact one we're thinking of.
Austin, what's up? Joe, share it out as you get MVP's coffee. Guys, we're very happy as people come in here. Joe, share it out. The first time in the K&S WrestleFest Auditorium, I did work with this gentleman many years ago at a convention in New York, so it's good to get back working with him again. We have him in here. The one and only two-time U.S. champion, tag team champion, IWGP Intercontinental champion, worked in TNA, Japan, all over the indies starting out, and of course the WWE, the leader of the Hurt Business, MVP. MVP, thank you for being here.
I'm glad, very happy to be here. You forgot I did some work in AAA down in Mexico.
Oh, I did forget that. I'm sorry.
If there's wrestling there, I've been there at least once.
That's right. So we're very happy to have him here. And I know a lot of people out there are fans of the Hurt Business. Bobby and Cedric and, of course, Shelton. We've had Shelton in here. Yep. So we are going to start, guys, to do the book club first. And if you have any questions, let us know. MVP's an open book. So if you have any questions for him, he will answer those as best as he can. Stacy says she met you at the Sands Casino in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, I guess.
TNA run.
Oh, that was during TNA? Okay.
Yeah, some time ago, yeah.
Say TNA used to run Sands all the time.
Yeah, I recall. That was a fun time. I remember it. Me and Bobby and Kenny King, and then later on the whole Beatdown Clan with Low Key and Joe. It was a good time. I enjoyed that time in Impact.
Low Key.
TJ Legault says, congratulations on your BJJ success, brother.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A few months back, I achieved the rank of black belt.
Oh, that's right.
It took me 11 years to get my black belt, but now that I've had stem cell and I'm back healed up and feeling good, I look forward to getting back on the mats and competing.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm not gonna piss him off today.
I am an expert at choking people out and breaking bones.
Oh.
There you go.
And I got soft bones, Buck.
We saw a potential little tease at Bloodsport. Maybe working our way in there.
No, we locked it in. Me and Josh came to terms. I'm gonna work with Josh Barnett at Bloodsport in November. I believe Jersey City is the location.
Very nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. Josh and I have been friends for a long time. And when I first started my legitimate grappling, I spent a week out in California and spent a few days training with Josh Barnett in the traditional catch style.
I would say Josh is the extreme pro. The only way to put it.
Well, let me ask you a question, MVP, because people are asking. The rumors around, people are saying, is the Hurt Business finished? Is it going off to? It looks like it's finished in WWE. That's for sure.
That's yeah. The Hurt Business is dead, and it was killed off by the powers that be at WWE. But I can say that myself, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin we are talking amongst ourselves about what we want to do going forward, and I'll just say stay tuned. stay tuned. Me, Bobby, and Sheldon have been talking about what we want to do, and I'll say stay tuned.
All right, so we're not. I have a feeling we're not done hearing from you guys as a group. Hopefully that happens. Now, if I can ask you a couple of quick questions before Bucky comes back and we work on these books. They broke up the Hurt Business. Everybody over the internet was pissed off about it. The breakup. You started managing Almost. You're feuding with Lashley. Obviously, you were probably very against the actual that breakup.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I
very vocal about it. Vince, don't do this. Please don't do this.
Is he the one who put the group together, or was it an idea through all of you guys?
So Paul Heyman gets credit because initially the Hurt Business was Bobby's idea, and as a matter of fact, Bobby had a very successful MMA career, and he trained at American Top Team with Dan Lambert. And if I understand it correctly, Dan Lambert has a sign in his office that says the Hurt Business. We're in the Hurt Business. So that's where the idea came from. And then Bobby presented it to Heyman, and Heyman signed off on it. And then once Vince, thank you very much.
No problem.
I think once Vince had the opportunity to see what we looked like, and I think upon my return, I think Vince forgot what I could do. And then after Vince seen, because when I came back, I was a producer. Mm-hmm. And then I got, it's funny, I got a text on Wednesday that my contract as a producer had been terminated. Then I got a call on Friday that I was needed for TV on Monday. I said, well, you guys messed up. I got fired. I'm not here. And they said, no, we need you as talent. So for the first 3 months of that PC era, I was working week to week. I had no contract. And Paul Heyman they still had me doing some producer work, but I was doing I was doing commentary for Main Event. I was doing, the in-ring stuff, the backstage stuff, and producing. Paul Heyman gave me like 5 hats to wear, and he would joke about it. He said, hey, I know, if I give you enough hats, one of them will stick. And then putting me with Bobby, and then that was working well, and then recruiting Shelton, and then, the momentum came, and Vince really got behind it. And I'll never forget when we were in the Amway Center in his office, Vince said, we can get years out of this Hurt Business thing. Like, he loved it. He was so excited. And then, for whatever reason, he decided that he wanted to put the emphasis on me and Bobby. And I guess initially he liked the group, but then his focus was on Bobby. And then at one point he said, the Hurt Business is Bobby Lashley and MVP, and whoever we say it is. I was like, Vince, don't do this. And then we talked about it a few times, but when Vince makes up his mind on something, that's just it. So it was an unfortunate demise, and I think that it was broken up way too early because when Bobby Lashley, when the Hurt Business shirt came out, as soon as it was released, it was the second highest selling shirt behind Roman Reigns. When you saw the what you call it, the Thunderdome, you would see all the Hurt Business shirts on the screens. So organically, we got super hot, and we never got a chance to appear in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
disappointing for all of us.
Yes, and then of course you're managing Almost, and then everybody kind of moves their separate way. You left WWE, Bobby's left. They released Shelton about probably 8-9 months ago, and you guys are separated. Cedric's still there, but I'm not sure what he's doing right now.
I think Cedric recently signed a new deal.
Okay.
I know
So
then Almost is kind of floating around after his deal. They don't really seem to have a plan.
That's heartbreaking. I mean, when Vince called me and Bobby in the office, he said, hey guys, I want to split you guys up. He said, Bobby, I want you to be a standalone star now. He said, MVP, I want to put you with Omos. I want you to do for Omos what you did for Bobby. Those were Vince's words. And, praise from Caesar. Okay, all right, I'm not happy about this, but I look forward to the task, And Omos has such a huge heart, literally and figuratively. Like, he really wants to learn. He wants to get better. He was an open book, coachable. And, we weren't on TV a lot, but we were on all the live events. So I got to watch him week in, week out improve and get better. And, you know, I talked to Triple H about how he was being used, and Triple H was adamant that he didn't want him to be another Big Show. He didn't want him on TV every week. He wanted him to be an attraction. He just wanted to break him out periodically to be an attraction. So I don't know what his status is now. I don't know what they plan on doing with him, but I think if you can't take a legitimate 7'3" 300, he was 400 pounds. He's like, last time I talked to him, he's like 385. His physique is changing. He's getting in better shape. If you can't make money with a 7'3", 385-pound former basketball player that can move, you don't see him move a lot because they don't want him to. But when he wants to move, you'd be surprised how well that big man can move. If you can't make money with that, then you're just an idiot.
Now, when you guys left, there was stuff that got on the internet, and that you were highly critical of, I guess, the Triple H regime there, about not wanting to, basically getting the word that he didn't want the Hurt Business back together. Tell me if I'm missing spots on
But
this.
now that we were told that we were going to be reunited, I still have a shirt. The shirts were made. Hurt Business on the front, Back in Business on the back. The shirts were made. We were told that it was going to happen. And then next thing I see Bobby's with the Street Profits, and I'm like, what happened here? And then I get a call from Bruce. Oh, yeah, somebody should have called you. Sorry. We decided to go in a different direction. And I was like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, that's not professional. You know, but that's how it went down. And, you know, I'm a professional. And I show up, I go to work, and I do what I'm told. And, you know, in the pro wrestling business, once you get to a certain level, you do have input into what you do. And, you know, it's just one thing when you're told we are going to do this, and the steps have been made, and then there's a pivot without a conversation. That's not good business, man. And I don't care what anybody thinks. You know, that's just not how you do business. And, you know, needless to say, yeah, I was very salty about that. And, you know, you had Bobby go from being a 2-time WWE champion to not being in the conversation, not in the title picture at all. You got put with the Street Profits, who were white hot. And then they got cooled off. And then Bobby and the Street Profits went from being like major figures to sitting in catering. I don't know why. I don't understand it. But, you know, I don't make the decisions in that way. So it's...
Do you think it has something to do with possibly Bobby's age? Even though he's a phenom still. That, I mean, but are you looking at it, could it be possibly from their eyes?
So you could definitely make the case in Bobby, you know, for Bobby, that it's about age. You want to go with fresh, younger talent. I get that. But how do you take Bobby completely out of the title picture? He still looks better than everybody on the roster. He's in better shape than everybody on the roster. He can literally kick everybody's ass on the roster.
Yeah.
You know,
He's definitely got value. Absolutely.
And Bobby can legitimize your next person.
I mean, especially if you're trying to make these new guys, then, you know, Bobby on his way out is somebody that you should still keep. And if you lost Brock, well, why wouldn't you stick Bobby in that spot and make Bobby is Black Brock, you know? Like,
yeah.
So why wouldn't you use Bobby in that position and, you know, bait guys on the way out? I mean, if I recall correctly, Triple H retired when he was 50? 49, 50?
Something like that.
I think Bobby just turned 48.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And Bobby heard the swan song. If he decided, hey, this is where I want to finish up, this is where I want to do what I'm going to do, he's earned it.
I would
He's
think
had a
so.
good run.
Oh, yeah.
I think so, you know.
Yeah. Without
But you know, and I want to make this very clear. You know, I understand going with youth. Absolutely, you need to go with youth. But when you have somebody who you have that much equity in, I don't understand why you would just totally demote Bobby from being a 2-time WWE champion to being the guy with the Street Profits. I don't understand. There's enough equity in that character. He's believable. He's good at everything.
And he's still performing at a high level.
At a very high level.
Yeah.
I mean, he's potentially going to do a boxing match with somebody. You know, like Bobby is a specimen. You know, so
Yeah.
you know. And like I said, I understand the youth movement and investing in youth. That's smart, but I just don't understand why you would take somebody with Bobby's equity and credentials and demote him to what he ended up being with the Profits. I don't get it.
And I mean, and to wrap a bow on Bobby, and not so much literally in this conversation, because Bobby will come up again, I'm sure. But Bobby is a prototype of what they're trying to work with. Bobby was an amateur wrestler in college, in the Army as well, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
And he was trained under the WWE system. He
didn't
have to work indies. He didn't necessarily work indies.
Back then, nope.
And he was developed exactly how they wanted him developed.
Exactly.
So it would have been the perfect full eclipse
Sure.
to let Bobby kind of work with these new kids that are coming up that don't have the experience.
Mm.
Well, I mean, when you want to make the youth, who do you make them on?
So it makes you think, like, what is it political? To somebody not like Bobby is not just the next guy. I mean, not that I'm saying that, but
no, it could be a lot of things, you know. And I'll let you know. When my podcast comes out, I'm going to go into it. But whoever's watching here, you know.
Yeah, we got over 60 people watching it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you guys. It made the rounds that MVP said that Triple H was racist. I never said that word. I never said that. You show me the quote or the caption or the soundbite where I said that. Somebody made a comment on my social media about how he books black talent. And I just said, you see it. I didn't say he was racist. I never said that.
Yeah.
There was never anything I said. So I want to make that very clear. If you're watching, you got that soundbite here first. I'll go into it more on my podcast later on. But
And I will say this, a lot of times when we have guys on, a lot of guys, they're, depending on what they say, it gets picked up by the news sources. And it'll be out there on the internet, like they'll say on a KNS WrestleFest.
yeah.
You know, so it could be out there, but like, I'm sure that hopefully that is picked up. And
I didn't say that. Now, my opinion about how he books talent of color, that's a different conversation. But I never said the man was racist. Hulk Hogan is racist.
That'll be picked up.
Yeah. He said it himself.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a little bit racist, right? You know, he said that. So, you know, but as far as Triple H, I don't know that he is. And I don't know what his motivations are. But I never said he was racist.
So there you go. All right, guys, we're going to start hitting the book club. That's what MVP is mainly here for today, is getting your autographs done and all your items.
On these, we're going to sign them all in blue Sharpie
Joe.
in the writing. And they're going to be Bowen and VP.
You got it.
Thank you so much. We're going to start out with Arthur Ellis, who's over in England. So in the writing, MVP Bowen, however...
This is for Arthur Ellis.
Yes, sir. So just autograph on these.
Okay.
All right, Arthur, here's your first book of the day. We're starting with the book club, guys.
Here we go.
All right, Arthur.
There we go.
Thank you.
Arthur.
So we do have quite a few books of the world famous
Give it a
original
second to
KNS WrestleFest Book Club. Next up is Jeff Frizzle, same way.
All right, Jeff.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff.
Next up is going to be Ryan Zirkle down there in Colton, West Virginia.
Ryan?
Ryan Zirkle, yes, sir.
How you doing, Ryan?
Jeff Nowak, we do have two of his elite figures left. If you're interested, we have two elites left. They're $100 each. And
Next up belongs to Ron Cudd, who is one of the earliest adapters of our book club.
so
This is a really cool idea, the book club. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
we
great
keep the
idea.
books here, and as the guys come through, they sign their spots. And then we bill them.
About 3 years strong with books.
That's a really good idea.
I think 3 years next month.
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
Ron
so.
Cudd.
Thanks,
Next
Ron.
up is Joel Gavin. And Ken, who was the first talent to sign the book club? Do you recall? Because I do. It
You know what? I forgot.
was Al Snow.
Was it Al Snow?
Yeah.
Al.
He had 5 spots in the book.
So yeah, those elites are okay. You got it, Jeff.
Here you go. That's Joel Gavin.
Thank you, Joel.
Next up belongs to Amanda Pate. Miss Amanda Pate. This is for you.
Amanda.
One of our female representatives of the book club. Here we go. Thank you, Miss Pate. Next up belongs to Bradley Robbins.
This Kyle Roth says, "This is why I love MVP. Honest as all hell."
There you go.
Try to come as advertised, brother.
Here we go. Bradley, that's for you, buddy. Next up is going to be Matt Preston, also over in England, across the pond.
All right, Matt.
Across the pond. I just took my son to London for a week a little while ago. One of my favorite cities.
How do you enjoy it?
Oh, he had a
His
blast.
first trip?
Yeah. He absolutely loved it over there. He cried when it was time to come home.
Dan Patrick, you're up next up in Massachusetts.
All right,
I've
Dan.
never been, so I have to kind of work it into
It's
my...
one of my favorite cities in the world, man. I absolutely love London.
Very, very nice. Right there.
Kevin Abreu asks, any memories of working with Kane in the Inferno match?
Oh, of course.
Stacey Smith, the Queen of Birdsboro, is
Here you
back.
go, Stace.
Yeah, working with Kane in the Inferno match was terrifying. They set me on fire, man, and I was literally on fire. The cool thing about it was that underneath,
Charles Serio is up next in Buffalo.
I had a flannel suit that was dunked in this like freezing cold gel, and then on top of that I had a dry one, and then the seamstresses had to sew the top and bottom together, and then I had to put my outfit on top, and that gel was so cold that my balls were like up in my stomach.
Ooh.
But when it came time to do that match and they set me on fire, that helped out a lot. But one of the crazy things about it was, you know how every time they...
That was you, Ruben.
Ruben, for you. How every time the flames go up around the ring,
Dan Vessels.
well, there's gas that, precedes the flames. And at one point I was down selling, and right as I was taking a breath, the gas came out before the flames came up. And I couldn't breathe for a few seconds. I was actually scared.
Yeah.
This is our newest member, rocking with Dan Vessels.
Dan Bessels.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Dan Bessels is in the book club.
Here we go.
You might need a new...
Yeah, I was just going to switch off on this. Can I have the new blue can?
Yeah.
Actually, I have one right here. We'll use this one for right now. Thank you, sir. Chuck that.
Yeah.
John Benjamin is in the shoots.
All right, John Benjamin. Better?
Yeah, much.
All right, John Benjamin, thank you.
Kevin Waldberg over in Vienna, Austria is up next. All the way.
Vienna calling. Whoa. You guys remember Falco? No, but
Yes, Rock Me on the Days.
Yeah. Oh, but even better than that. Don't turn around. Whoa.
The commissar.
The commissar's in town. Whoa.
All right, Kevin, thank you.
Here we go. That's Kevin Waldberger. If I recall correctly, Falco was a perfectionist to the worst degree, unfortunately. Ed Brandon, you're up next.
And also a terrible alcoholic, sadly. I believe that's what cost him his life. He died in a tragic car accident in the Dominican Republic. Oof.
Ed Brandon, thank you.
Here we go. We got Tammy Emery.
Tammy.
Tammy Emery, this is for you. And John Sophie will be next. Who were the double MVP?
No, I got this. Watch this. Boom, boom.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. John
All right, Tammy.
Benjamin, you're up next, buddy.
Who?
John Benjamin.
Jonathan Benjamin.
Shelton brother.
When was John Sophie?
John Sophie was earlier.
Oh,
We did his.
okay, John Benjamin. We did John Sophie.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. That's John Benjamin.
All right, John Benjamin.
Next
No,
up.
this is John Sophie.
Oh, that's John Sophie. I'm sorry.
That's John Sophie.
Anthony
Okay.
DeSimone, you're up next.
We did not do John Benjamin.
It's got to be right somewhere here then. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But that one belongs to Anthony.
We did Jonathan Benjamin. Okay.
They were very close. That's why.
All right.
Buddy Irish.
D. Simone, that was you, buddy.
Buddy Irish is up next.
All right, Buddy Irish, here you go.
That's a cool name, Buddy Irish.
And he's out there in Hawaii.
That sounds like a wrestling name, right?
It would be.
Early 90s enhancement talent.
I was just about to say, already in the ring.
Yes. Like
Buddy
in
Irish with the silver.
He's got the bomber jacket
I was
on.
gonna say the silver satin jacket.
1979 and working for McMahon, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Buddy Irish.
Mark DeZara, you're up next. It's like Jose Luis Rivera with the old finger gun every time.
Yeah. Who's this? I almost said this was Jose Luis Rivera.
No, Jose's on these books, though.
Yeah.
Mark DeZara.
That was
Half
you,
the
Mark.
Beckley Boys.
Mark DeZara.
Next up is Craig Taylor, another one of our Englanders.
One of my mates across the pond.
To be followed by our next Englander, Ross Phillips.
All right. Thank you,
Here we
Mr.
go.
Craig Taylor. Ross Phillips
here
is
he
up.
shoots. I'll be damned.
Hey, MVP, was it true that Vince McMahon booked Omos against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 39? What's the story behind it?
They had a match at WrestleMania. I don't know what. I know Vince was real
Jim
high
Eaton.
on what Omos could be. I mean, again, you're 7'3" Nigerian monster, and I remember they were testing Omos because every match a lot of people were looking for him to fail, but he had that match with Braun and Saudi
Yeah.
and did great.
That was Jim Eaton, by the
Jim
way.
Eaton. Next up is Richard Brown.
And then he had that match with Brock at WrestleMania and did awesome. Then he had that match with Seth Rollins in Puerto Rico, and you keep waiting for the dude to fail, and he doesn't fail. He just keeps getting better. So I hope he has a very long and prosperous career as a force of nature.
Absolutely.
All right, that was Richard Brown. Next
Next
up.
up, Jacob Cohen down there in Florida.
All right, Jacob.
Following that will be Jason Blackburn.
All right.
Jason Blackburn is up next.
Here you go,
Right
Jason. Changing it a little today, guys. We're doing the book club first.
Book club was a significant part, so we wanted to give it the attention it deserved today.
Did you call the next
No.
guy?
We wanted to get it right out of the way for you guys early on if you're a book club person.
Thank you, Jason.
Next up is Chris McCarthy.
Chris McCarthy.
A little CMC action, but not the running back. There we go. Joe's
Speaking
getting
of
ready
stuff.
for football season. Yeah, mine does. He does
Hey, you
three
guys
times.
that are watching right now, I got a little treat for you. You see that?
Oh, look at
See
that.
that?
Very nice.
United States Championship ring, one of a kind, only one in existence.
Scott
Very nice.
Pace is up next. Right there.
Crazy thing I
Scotty
told Vince
Pace.
about this story, that I had this idea about MVP having a championship ring, and he got "It's a great idea." I said, "Okay, I just wanted your permission. I'll go buy it." He was absolutely not. We'll take care of it.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Vince.
Jack Varco.
Jack Varco.
Canada boy right here.
Jeff Nowak says, how are you feeling after stem cell treatment?
Amazing. My knee I've had my knee scoped 3 times.
Thanks, Jack.
Bone on bone, arthritic.
Andrew Oakley.
This is the first time in years that I'm pain free. I can jump. I can, when I'm doing jujitsu, my knee doesn't bother me. I was doing box jumps the other day. Stem cell is miraculous. It really works.
Wow.
I mean, look at what it's done for Ray.
Ray told me, Ray was the one that got me into it. And Ray told
Latvia.
Keep
me,
laughing.
in no uncertain terms, stem cell extended his career by years. If not for stem cell, he would have been retired already.
Was that
Right?
Mysterio?
Oh,
he's been
Mysterio.
going. He's been going down to. Did you do it with Dave?
Detroit,
Yeah.
down in Mexico.
Dave's awesome.
Yeah,
All right,
really
there you go,
cool.
Keith.
Medical tourism.
Brent Sowers, you're up.
All right,
Dave's
Brent.
a great guy.
Thank you, Brent Sowers.
Listen, I'm waiting for them to really fully fund medical stem cell up here. It's only a matter of time, I think, for that.
I'm looking for 2 things. One, for the United
Chris
States to
Cagua.
finally allow
Chris Cagua.
the amounts of stem cell that you can get in other countries, because I believe here they have a cap
There is.
on exactly what you can receive.
My grandfather had that exact situation
Yeah.
where we can only do so much, and it was like I think 20 grand out of pocket.
Yeah.
do
And then,
Ron
like
Lyons.
anything, as the technology increases and time goes on, and it'll get more and more affordable and accessible. Because right now, that's one of the biggest things regarding stem cell is it's cost prohibitive because it's very expensive. But
Ron Lyons, thank you.
it works.
It's great. I mean, it worked. My grandfather was quadriplegic.
Oh, wow.
Brian Trong, and it actually helped him to walk again with the assistance of a walker briefly.
That's amazing.
So, rehabilitation and otherwise, it was difficult. It didn't end that way, but you have a guy who's paralyzed from the neck down, and he's able to
Brian
walk
Trong.
with a walker.
That's
pretty
life-changing.
something, yeah.
That's life-changing.
David Yule has 3 spots in his book you'd like signed. So the
Wow.
first one will just do the MVP bowling, and then the other 2 will just do MVP. But that was significantly life-changing for the period of time that we were able to do that.
All right, David Yule, there's your first spot. The
And he's
main
getting
spot.
2 championship sections. So you first won the U.S. title in 2007. So right there, just a nice MVP autograph. And then you won the tag titles in 2008, if I recall. Originally, your first time was actually in 2007 as well. So right above John Morrison. So right there, I'd say. There we go.
All right, David Yule, thank you.
Next up, Eric Farrell.
I appreciate fans coming up to me. Oh man, I saw you on this date at this pay-per-view at this city, and I'm like, I don't remember. I don't keep up with that. There's certain dates I remember, but I love it when fans remind me of. Yeah, remember you were in Poughkeepsie on there, dude. That was too.
That's 15 years ago. Yeah. But like we were talking about off air, you know, the ability to change one person's life, one person in any case with entertainment or, you know, just a speech says everything.
I am so incredibly fortunate to live the life that I've lived, to have survived the things that I've survived and overcome the obstacles.
So we're doing MVP autograph right there for the VIP
VIP
lounge.
lounge.
This is for Eric Farrell. This is his older book.
Okay, Eric.
But look at the work. He's got the barber on there. He's got Brother Love.
Hey, listen, one of the coolest things in the world for me is when I met Roddy Piper for the first time.
Roddy was awesome.
And Roddy came up, hey kid, I love that thing you're doing with the VIP lounge. I could not have been more over the moon to have one of the all-time Piper's Pit. There would be no VIP lounge if there wasn't Piper's Pit. All of that started with Piper's Pit.
Oh, wow, that's
and
yeah.
and then Roddy Piper knew who I was and came and told me, hey kid, you're doing a good job of that. And then we ended up becoming cool and exchanging numbers and staying in touch. But that was a day that I'll never forget, because I was just going to go, oh, hey, you know, that he knew who I was and complimented me on the VIP lounge as one of the
That's great.
career highlight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then right there as well, MVP Ballin.
All right, there you go. Eric
This
Farrell?
is Eric Farrell, yeah. I had a close, obviously, as Ken knows, relationship with Roddy, and Roddy was awesome. Every single time I got to see him, Roddy had his people, and if you were his people, you were with Roddy.
Yeah.
So I always had the blessing of being next to Roddy at all of these conventions and appearances, and you know, let's go get a burger. We got to talk.
I remember one day being in the locker room, and he walked in, and I was one of the few people in there, and he set up his stuff next to me, and we cracked open a beer and gave me one, and I'm just like, I get to be one of the cool kids. Like, Hot Rod's hanging out with me. He picked any place he could have sat. He came, hey kid, how you doing? Wow.
Roddy was a great man. Joe Lang, you're up next. Back to the MVP Ballin. Yeah, Roddy was a one-of-a-kind guy.
You ever hear that story about Roddy Piper and Brooklyn Brawler riding together and stopping at the Roadhouse with all the bikers?
No.
You guys never heard that story?
Oh,
No.
All right, so I'm giving you guys a real cool story. Brooklyn Brawler told me this story, and Piper confirmed it. They were riding together back in the day, and they were saying, man, we really should stop somewhere to get a bite to eat, maybe get a drink. And Piper said, yeah, that's a good idea. As they're riding, they see this Roadhouse, and there's a line of bikes parked out front. So Brawler says, oh man, we could have stopped there, but with all those bikers, that's probably a bad place to stop. And Piper says, see, because you said that, now we have to go there. They go in, and he said, you know, it's the proverbial record skips, you know, like, who are these guys? So they order 2 beers, 2 shots. And one of the bikers comes over, looks Roddy Piper in the eye, takes his shot, throws it back, gargles it, spits it back into the glass, and puts it down in front of Piper.
Urban Molina is next.
And Brawler said at that moment, he's like, we're going to die. We're going to die. We're going to die. And he said, Roddy, without skipping a beat, picked the shot up, threw it back, and went, Roddy Piper, glad to meet you.
Oh, Jesus.
They didn't pay for another drink the rest of the night.
Sam Blanco, you're
I can see that happening. Yeah.
Only Piper.
Yeah.
Only Piper.
Listen, my most wild Piper story, and it's very, very tame. This is later years, Roddy. I'm working with him at a convention. Roddy looks at me and says, Brian, come on, let's go. Let's go get a burger. Which means I'm hungry and you're coming with me. In Roddy speak. So we sit there, we're going to the bar, and Roddy starts talking about Hell Comes to Frogtown. And I said, sure, let's go with this. I look over to my right, and I hear Roddy go, there's the man! And pulling up his seat at the table next to us is Ric Flair.
What the hell?
I am sitting now at a booth 15, 16 years old with Roddy Piper and Ric Flair. And I'm just sitting there going, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever... I could have never written
get
this.
much better than that.
I could have never written this.
Doesn't get much better than that.
But that was just Roddy. And being around Roddy, everybody knew who Roddy was. Right here, we have for Jeremy Vick a full-on program right up top in blue Sharpie, just MVP. And can we get a 305 on there?
Yes, we can.
All right.
Perfect.
Who's this?
Jeremy Vick.
Jeremy Vick, there you go. Guys, we have one elite figure left. One MVP elite figure. He's doing a great job on these in yellow or white or blue. So
like
if
the
you're
blue
interested,
deco.
the blue deck will look good on the basic. So we have this. It's $100 for the last MVP elite figure. We also have his newer figure, which is the basic figure, which again, these are looking great in blue. I'm going to show you how it looks. I like it with the Hurt Business on it. Take a look. That's how he signs it. Looks great with the Hurt Business. These are 65. So if you're interested in one of these, 65. And the elite, last elite, 100. So let us know on that.
Now,
All right.
what
The
do you
book club
say-
is completed, right?
Yes, when you say we start...
We did George?
I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it
Okay.
right now. But after that, how about we sign some of those figures out?
Yes, let's do that.
So we can see how they look. George Palmerino is getting his Impact TNA logo.
Oh,
Of course, you had a pretty good run
I
there.
did have a good run there.
Let's get a nice MVP on this one. I'd say on the Impact portion right up top.
Right up here.
Yes, sir. Boom. Right there. I'd say it's a perfect spot. Right there.
I think it looks pretty good.
I think it's coming along very nicely.
All right.
You got a lot of...
Yes,
big
Kevin,
names
take a look on the
there.
Facebook page. All right, first guy up is going to be Dan Bessels.
Rockin'
He's got the
opinion.
ruthless aggression figure.
All right, I already know what I want to throw on this one.
So a blue deco, I think, is going to look good.
2X US Champ for Rockin' with Dan?
Sure.
All right, we're going to go 2X US Champ, MVP, under the chin, please.
You said under the chin.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, under the
I
head
said
we start.
Chin or chain?
Oh, yeah. Chin.
MVP, two-time U.S. champ, right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Thank you. These figures are not easy to come by either.
TJ asks a quick question. If you could have a storyline feud with anyone, past or present, who would you choose and why? There you go, Dan Bessels.
Well, we're going to turn that off.
Past or present. I wish that peak MVP could go up against peak Rock. Just for the mic. If for no, I mean, I know we'd have great matches. I'm not even worried about that. But just for us to be able to go at each other on the mic, I think that would be some brilliant, brilliant TV. But as far as the wrestling part of it, I mean, you know, the guy that was my dream match that I wanted to wrestle more than anybody was Benoit. And fortunately, I had a whole series with him and won the United States Championship from him. So, but then again, you know, when I look back at all the old greats, you know, Arn Anderson used to tell me all the time I was born 20 years too late. Stud, you'd fit with us back in the day. So, you know, I really would have loved to have been able to mix it up with those, you know, those guys back in the old NWA era.
Well, there you go. Next up is Jeff Nowak. He wants yellow bowling.
All right.
Oh, wait. Kurt Angle. I forgot. Kurt Angle was a guy that I always wanted to mix it up with for the same reason that I wanted to go with Benoit, because I like that technical, tactical style of wrestling. You didn't see me do a lot of it, but with certain people I did, and Kurt and I never got that chance.
And Kurt Angle will be here next Friday, guys.
Yes.
Next Friday.
Hallelujah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
That was a little Shaq and Kobe right there. Here we go. Jeff Nowak. We got Baldwin MVP on that, please.
All right, Jeff Nowak, here you go.
Here you go, Jeff.
Guys, don't forget we got the newer basic, $65, like 2 left, and the one of the elite left, 100.
Ken, should we go to a yellow deco maybe? If we have
Is
one?
this yelling out?
It's not jumping for
It's
me.
fading.
I would say brand new.
And
guys,
it's new,
wasn't
too, right?
jumping. There we go. Well, we can redo it here. I'll take that.
See how that
I'm
looks,
gonna
though.
just have it white.
Okay,
first.
we're gonna redo you, Jeff Nowak. It's,
We'll get it
it's
taken
acting a
care of.
little funny.
Let's do
Go
here we go. Let's do this one next because we'll do this in yellow for Lee Walker.
Okay.
We'll do Ballin MVP in
Yes,
yellow.
it did, Ross.
Much better.
Yeah. All right, Joe, you wiping?
Yeah, looking for the goo going.
Boom. That looks awesome. Thank you. Lee Walker. There you go, buddy. That looks
I
spectacular.
hope that
yellow.
works for you.
Then we're going to redo that other one for...
Alright.
And next up, we have in the blue... Actually, let's do this in yellow, too. I think that'll look good. James Thompson is over in England. He would like you to sign this MVP, 2x US champ, 1x tag champ, Ballin.
You got it, Mr. Thompson.
You see what? Did you get my? Did you be able to understand my
I
handwriting?
got you.
Yeah.
I was going.
All right, good.
Perfect.
Just dry it, could Joe. So, because this other yellow's
1x
looking great.
tag champ and Ballin.
All right, who's this?
That one is Lee Walker.
Lee Walker. Thank you, buddy. Looking good in the yellow.
I'm doing this one in yellow for James Thompson because I think that'll look good.
Yeah, James Thompson.
Ballin as well. Oh, yeah, right on the bottom.
We have yours, James Thompson, looking fantastic as well.
It does look good.
This is super rare figure. As this was Walmart exclusive, and if you're in
Wow,
New
look
York
at
like
that.
us, you're not finding these at Walmart.
No, look how great that looks, guys. We don't have this elite left, but we do have one left. One of this
Will be
elite
Ballin
left.
and signed. Thank you, sir.
So
This
he
is
could
Jeff.
he could do this on your other figure, just all like that. And I highly appreciate MVP's
Beautiful pen.
beautiful
Jeff.
penmanship and him doing everything everybody's asking. We appreciate that.
Jeff Nowak. That's for you, man.
We redid
There you
it,
go,
Jeff.
Jeff. Enjoy.
We redid that exactly the way you like.
All right.
Should I do this in the same?
Yeah, that first marker wasn't hidden right for you, Jeff, so they tightened you up.
There you go. So
This one.
Raj Charter.
Okay, so that says Ghetto Strong Style.
He wants New Japan Pro Wrestling, IWGP, IC Champ, Ghetto Strong Style. Yes.
All right.
You remember the ghetto strong
He
style,
knows
huh?
that. He knows that New Japan.
Yeah, he's hip. Okay.
So he
Let's see
would
if I
like
can get all
MVP
that on
first.
there. All right, let's see. Let me get all this on here and make it look good for you.
All right. Here you go.
And then NJPW, IWGP, IC Champ.
And then ghetto strong style. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fine, Joe. We'll take off the DDP. We'll do the MVP. See what we did there? Tell us how you want it signed, Jeff.
Jeff.
Joe. Tell me how you want it signed.
There we go. That's pretty sweet. I'd
All
say go
right.
with the yellow on it.
That works for you.
Yellow's looking great.
Raj, that looks cool, man.
There you go, Raj Charter. Thank you, buddy.
Next up, we have this for Mike.
That
And Roger, if
Mike
you're paying
Hart.
attention, I got a match with Josh Barnett for Bloodsport coming up in November, and I promise you, you will see Ghetto Strong Style in that match. That'll be Japanese MVP, not WWE.
you want a little warm up today, MVP? We got Joe here. A little break.
Why me?
Why not?
Well,
Hey, I ain't done nothing wrong, so I think I'm staying on the good
Yeah.
side of the hurt business
so
right
who's
now.
driving him back later then if I'm...
Oh,
We'll get him a
We'll get him a
Uber.
luxury Uber. Right here. One away, please. This is from Mike R. Mike, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name because I will butcher it, my friend.
Is this flowing?
Just Ballin with a $sign and your autograph.
All right.
Who's this?
That's mine. Thank you, sir. Mike, that's for you, man. I know you got some 8x10s in the shoots. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. We're going to go to the blue deco
All right,
color.
Mike.
Back on these. And these are for Lyle first and then Daryl.
We'll do it the same way. Hurt business with
Hurt
that.
business, MVP, or MVP,
Okay.
hurt business, however you want to space
Tell
it.
me how you want it.
Let's go maybe MVP and then hurt business.
Yeah, same way as this, MVP. Yep.
All right.
I want to make sure we
Okay.
get it right.
Joe Fisher's getting this one.
Yep.
He wants it the same way as whoever that guy is. Who is that guy?
Raj.
No, not Raj.
Oh, that one with all the inscriptions.
James
Everything.
Thompson. Yeah.
There we go. Lyle Jones. That's for you.
All right, Lyle. Thank you, buddy.
Daryl Doherty, you're up next. MVP hurt business, please. This is Daryl's tag.
You're next, Daryl.
It's for you, Daryl. And MVP Hurt Business, correct?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Joe, we're not gonna be able to get all that on it. We're gonna try the best we can, Joe.
There's only a finite amount of room
This
on
is my
these.
life story.
I think so.
I think so. So here we go. We're going to do MVP first in the top corner. Then 2X US champ, 1X tag champ, Ballin.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got to do it in yellow.
Oh, I'm
I'm sorry.
Wipe it.
Joe,
Joe, wipe it.
back to wiping. Thank you, sir.
All right, we're redoing it, Joe.
Joe Fisher. Here we go. While I get that, do you want me to knock out this card for Ed McConaughey?
Sure.
And then Matt Stone. We'll go back to the blue for these next two while Joe is wiping. Ed would just like to sign a nice...
Front to back,
MVP.
Joe.
And what is this?
MVP right across the middle.
All right,
I
Ed.
don't want to know Joe's wiping abilities, but he does a good job with autographs.
He does. He does. There you go, Ed. Thank you, buddy.
Next up is going to be Matt Stone. Matt would like you to sign
All right,
this
where-
to Matt.
where's the glue gone?
M-A-T-T.
What do you mean you can't?
MATT.
Yes, please. And then your autograph beneath.
This one is not.
That's crazy.
There we go. While we're doing that for Matt Stone, I got two more figures over here that were mail-ins and a card for our friend Jean Patel, who
Matt
is the
Stone.
card king of Ripley, Mississippi. So Jean would like this one signed with just your autograph right across the middle, please. Jean Patel, this is for you. Your 2007 or 8 action card. Is that your WrestleMania gear?
All right, Joe. We're just fixing the figure.
Might have been, yeah.
You and Benoit.
Yeah, Benoit, yeah. Red, white, and blue. That was right after the U.S. title.
This is Jean Patel.
Yep, that's Jean Patel.
Thank you,
card
Jean.
king. Here we go. Next up, I don't have a tag for this, Ken.
Yes, I don't know. Oh, it got lost in translation. We'll find it when someone
We're
asks.
going to do it in the blue. We're
Yeah.
going to do MVP and then 2X US champ, 1X tag champ, ball. Thank you. And can I just have another paper towel to wipe?
All right. This one is going to be Joe Fisher. He wants MVP, 2X US champ,
1X tag champ.
Ballin, and then Hurt Business.
Okay.
No, take out the tag champ on that one.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
And what was the other?
Ballin, please.
All right. Here you go, mystery man. We will
We'll find you.
find you. You'll contact us.
Here we go. Mystery Man.
All right.
Which is actually my third favorite Bruce Beefcake character.
You send in ruthless aggression.
Mark Bias, you're up next. MVP, Hurt Business Beneath. Thank you.
Who's that? Mark
This is Mark Bias.
All right, Mark.
Then we'll knock out Joe Fisher. Can I have another paper towel, please, Jeff? Brother Brutus was collecting a check for a long time now. What else was he? Submariner or what was that other gimmick that he had?
Does MVP still talk to Kenny King?
I talked to him. As a matter of fact, I just saw him the other day in Las Vegas.
There you go, Mark.
Kenny King's my little brother, man. We stay in touch. We're real tight.
And a hell of a talent too.
Tremendous. He should have a job somewhere.
I would say the fact that he doesn't.
He should have a job
Isn't
somewhere.
he with Impact?
No, I don't know what happened with that. But
I think he
he's
just
no
ran
longer
out.
There, yeah. Yeah, he should be working somewhere. It's a travesty that he's not.
On this one for Joe Fisher, we're doing in yellow. You're like MVP, 2X US champ, Ballin, Hurt Business.
All right, here you go, Joe. We're getting it done now.
MVP.
Yep.
Two-time U.S. champ.
2X US champ, please. And then Hurt Business, Ballin. Where is that one getting signed?
Brian Jensen wants MVP right here.
Okay, let me get that now. Here we go. Boom.
All right, Joe Fisher, looking good.
Thank you, sir. Next up in silver, this is for Brian Jensen. He would like you to fit a nice tight MVP right there beside Bradshaw and I believe William Garcia. So maybe if we can go at an angle down, maybe? Yeah, perfect. Boom. There you go, Brian Jensen. That's how we fit it in.
Brian
there,
Jensen, there you go. Not that bad.
Feels like the real thing.
Almost, man, almost.
Here we go. Can I get this belt for Troy Shoop?
Troy Shoop.
Troy Shoop is getting his Impact belt done. He's adding you to that TNA Heavyweight Championship project.
I was supposed to be the Impact Heavyweight Champion, and I hurt my knee on an independent show the weekend before I was supposed to win it. And we had a discussion about bringing in Bobby Lashley as my surprise stand-in, and that was the beginning of that whole thing.
Very nice.
So we did the angle where I would say it was
Thank you, Troy.
our championship. Because I was supposed to get it, but Bobby did it for me. Therefore, that made it our.
Hey, I mean,
Did Bobby agree with
it
that?
lines up to me.
Is that?
Did Bobby agree with that?
Oh yeah.
He agreed. Okay.
We were- that was our championship.
All
Ken,
right.
I'm gonna need a gold, by the way.
Gold. Okay. This is Trayvon
Trayvon.
Washington.
Trayvon Washington. I know Trayvon. Hell of a collector. Let's
I'll
see
get
what
you
he's
gold.
got. Oh. We're going.
25th anniversary.
Yeah, I
I
think
remember
we're
that
going
one.
down to Houston, right? Was that Houston, I think? In silver, where are we gonna sign it?
Up in the right hand
You're up in the top corner, yeah. I said that was Money in the Bank, right?
He wants gold?
Silver. Oh, silver, I'm sorry. Ken handed me a gold, I thought it was silver right out of the gate. There we go, thank you, sir.
All right.
So we're gonna go right up top,
And just MVP.
MVP, please, yes. That's an OG right there. You don't find these too much. Joe,
I'm surprised.
yeah,
by
I
that.
need you to hold this.
Hold it for an hour, Joe.
Take a look at that. That's signed by Jeff, Taker, Edge, yourself, Show. He's done some work.
Yeah, that's a pretty good poster right
Yeah,
there.
you just gotta hold it for like a minute.
So those
All
are
right,
nice.
next
Those are
poster.
posters.
We got somebody here. Oh, wait, don't. Let's see. This is Dakota Price. I think he sent in.
Couple posters.
Oh boy. Let's see. There we go. All right.
Oh, I know this one right here.
I think there might be a couple of them.
This is, I believe these were Kmart posters back in the day.
Or maybe
We
it's
did
one.
the
No, it's a couple.
calendar posters. Right here. So this is actually pretty cool. We're going to do this in silver as well, please.
Andrea Blatt, did you mail in a figure?
And right across your midsection is where how Mark signed it. Just MVP and silver.
All right, Dakota Price. Here you go with the silver on the
Here you
poster.
go, Joe.
Joe, I think that's dry, right?
Yeah.
You want to switch it over?
Next up, we have the WrestleMania Arizona poster in dark blue paint, which will do this one right here. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you. And he wants that.
Okay,
signed.
Andrea, was that a ruthless aggression figure?
Just down here.
Yes, please. Just MVP on
If it was a ruthless aggression, we got it done. The tag fell off, so this is the figure right here, looking good in blue.
that. Here you go, Joe. You're up next with this one.
Okay.
Be careful with that.
Good.
And then we have this was the 2008 poster. in
I
blue
remember that
Sharpie.
day when we had to hang out all day for that
All right.
photo.
This was right around Mania.
So I just showed you.
This
Thank
was
you,
very
Andrea.
close to Mania. In blue Sharpie, right in that top corner.
Guys, I still have some basic figures of MVP right here. $65. He does a great job on them with the Hurt Business. There you go. Dakota.
That's a nice one right there.
This one, you should be good with that.
All right, so if we can fit this on here, this is a shot from our good friend David Yule over in England. David had you sign those 3 spots in his book before.
Oh, right.
If you can, in gold, up top, he would like 2 David, half man, half amazing, and ballin'. MVP.
To David.
Yep. Kind of that gold, I don't know.
Okay.
that goes
Yeah,
back
let's
outside.
You want to
let's
switch it to a blue deco?
just
Okay.
see if you can switch it.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, so we'll do the David part. I don't
don't
think it's
know.
in a
We're
white,
not gonna be able
but
to
maybe
wipe
we
it.
can trace over it. We can trace over
Yeah,
that.
Dave, we're gonna do the best on this. We can trace over it.
What are we doing it with?
So this pen right just trace over to David. Half man, half amazing, and ballin'.
The pen wasn't working right there. Maybe stays. Might be a good one to bring in.
What was she mentioning?
Stacey said maybe MVB can hook you up with Kenny King for a virtual signing.
Hey,
I'm sure I can make that happen for you.
So there you go.
MVP. Maybe right there. That's the only part.
I guess that's that would be the part that's missing on my actual signature.
Oh, good. You got a lot of.
Yeah, you got it all
I
over.
love that. David Yule making the most out of his 4x6 right there.
Yep. We're gonna let this dry, David.
Sure. Next
All
up
right.
is for Tanya over in England.
Tanya in England.
Hello, Tanya.
Who I'm sure you've probably met with the TNA runs when you guys were.
She's a
over
big
there.
fan over there in
She would
England.
like you to sign to Tanya, Tania. A little message.
Tania.
Yes, sir.
And a message with your autograph.
This is for you, Tanya.
Oh, that looks like a nice pint there.
Yep. I love the pub culture.
There we go. Tanya, cheers. And you got the drawing right there.
Oh, very nice. There you go, Tanya. Thank
That's
you.
an original porter.
Yeah, and above and beyond, just for you, Tanya.
Here we go. Next up, John Crisp has his Impact logo sheet where he'd like a nice MVP autograph. I would say right there by the M of Impact.
That makes good sense.
Boom. By the MP, actually, of Impact.
Right? Yeah.
I'd
I
say
should have put a
perfect.
little V in the middle, right?
Yeah, you would have been perfect. Right there, that is for John Crisp. Knock stuff over. But it's nothing outside of
Thank you, Jeff Whittle. All
What do you
right.
say? Hopefully he's nice about me.
We've got Austin Mariscal, I
Or
believe.
yellow paint marker, or red paint marker, or red paint marker. Perfect.
Okay.
So we have all those. Actually, we don't have red. Ken, I need a red paint marker.
Let's just go with what we have.
He specifically mentioned red.
I know, but if we don't have it, I don't want to give him something that ain't gonna work.
Here we go. Let's start this one up in yellow. We're going to sign this in the yellow. Just a nice MVP.
We'll try this one.
Right across the middle.
Okay.
That's your first one. That nice hologram.
There you go,
card.
Austin.
I was saying, I'm looking to see who brings out the first item with the Black Panther gear. I'm looking to see. I'm waiting for it.
Let me make that correction for everybody that refers to that gear that I wore when I came back at the Royal Rumble. It is not Black Panther. It is Killmonger.
Oh,
Black Panther had the silver. Killmonger
Killmonger
had
had the gold.
Killmonger, like MVP, is kind of like an anti-hero, right?
Yes, sir. Right here, we'll do a nice MVP right across the middle. And I have to say, one of Michael B. Jordan's better roles.
I would agree.
He was
Yeah,
excellent in
he
Black
did
Panther.
A magnificent job in that.
I fell off the loop of the Marvel films shortly after Black Panther, but I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah, they
Same
put out a
thing
few
right there.
stinkers.
Yeah, man.
The
I'm
red one?
Red, please. Yep.
Not yet. We haven't done 8x10s yet.
All right.
That red actually looks really good, Ken.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
Yes.
the red actually might look better than the Blue Deco on that card.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you. We got that for Jacob Cohen.
Blue
This
Sharpie?
one's
Top
Blue
corner.
Sharpie, MVP.
Here we go. We got an original.
Oh, man.
Look at
This
this.
is my very first 8x10.
Look at that young pup.
And it's funny,
Right
the
up there,
suit.
MVP only.
I remember when I bought the suit. I still have this suit hanging up in my closet in plastic. And I remember I wasn't making real money yet. And all these suits were like off the rack, cheap ass suits that I'd have recut and everything so I could try to look, you know. It was a little while before I started making money and buying like tailor-made suits. But I remember this one because if you see, it's kind of like ill-fitting. You know, it's not like, it's obviously not a tailor-made suit. I think that suit probably cost me a couple $100 after it was tailored. All right,
So we'll go MVP only top corner.
All right, Jacob, here you go. Love MVP stories about all the different things. It's cool.
Here we
Giving us
go.
backstory on it.
I remember the first
Look
time
at
I
that.
saw a signed copy of this promo from one of those early days private signings. And
that
I
was
was
my
like,
first WWE 8x10. That was the first one. The first signing I ever did. That's what.
that was
What they had you sign, yeah.
Here we go. So in this package, we have a couple of items. These are
Jason
for
Burke.
because I noticed these. Look at that.
Just signed.
All the way up top from WrestleMania 26.
That's crazy.
out there in Arizona.
Very cool.
You see, these are the items I like seeing,
Yeah.
personally. So he wants this just autographed in the blue Sharpie, please. Let's hit him with a nice big MVP right there. I would say from the cheap seats, but that's WrestleMania. Ain't no
There's
there.
no cheap seats at WrestleMania. Yeah.
There we go. From University of Phoenix Stadium. Right there. On this one, use colors that we can that match. So you're right here, and we have Riddle in green. But I think MVP is a good fit in blue on this one right there. Maybe above your head in blue.
Oh, I didn't even see myself.
I see you're all the way off in the corner. We'll go with this pen right there. I'll take that. Thank you, sir. Above your head, I'd say, is the best bet. There you go.
Done.
Leading your way to that Money in the Bank.
Just me.
I always like the idea of the 6 ladders in the ring. It's just a unique thought.
All right, we got
Comes
this.
across well on TV, but I'm intrigued how it comes across in person.
All right,
You know,
got
what
these
gets
two.
me is people don't
Jason
realize
Burke, these
how
yours?
much those ladders actually hurt.
Oh yeah. I mean, if nobody believes it, ask Joey Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
right.
Ask Joey Mercury what those ladders feel like.
They don't feel good. I can tell you that much.
All right, Jason Burke, thank you. This is for
I know whose book this is.
Adam Grubb.
Yes,
I had
Adam
a
Grant.
ladder fall on me once, and it hit the back of my arm, across my back,
Yeah.
and then I had a deep bruise on my tricep.
I would
Man,
say
it
that's
hurt
a-
so bad.
That's not a comfortable feeling.
No, not at all.
Right here in the writing, we'll do it in a nice big bold black Sharpie. And we'll just go MVP only right there.
Love to do it right here with Mr. T. on this
Oh, I
one.
mean, hey, perfect spot.
I pity the fool.
There we go. And look at that. That is a bold autograph on there for you. Very nice, Mr. Adam
Black.
Grant. You want a black?
Oh,
It's a black Sharpie.
all right.
Here we go. Joe?
Let that dry a second, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, this one here is Jeff Jones just messages.
Okay.
He wants an MVP real quick.
He's on 253.
Oh, the old book, they moved you away from Mr. T.
But
the
you're
new
next
book.
to Mr. Perfect.
I'll
Yes.
take that. I'll take that.
So here we go. In blue Sharpie, Ballin MVP, please.
All right, Jeff Jones, there's your book. We got you.
Judge Jeff Jones?
Hell of a guy. I hear he's busy nowadays. Here you go. Jeff Jones, that's for you, brother.
Okay.
Here we go.
Just put that with the
Anthony
books.
Tornatore. Here you go. Page 18. You remember the WWE Kids magazines? Because Anthony Tornatore
I
does.
do remember, yeah.
So he wants his signed on page 18. Let's see what color preference he has. There's the Stay Awake SmackDown smoothie in here. Any color paint pen. Let's
He
do
wants
it.
the inside?
Yep, he said any color paint pen, MVP, then Ballin, then 2X US champ. Let's go with the blue, I'd say. So maybe like right on Randy's lower half. So MVP, Ballin, Ballin 2X US champ. Perfect. Here you go, Mr. Tornatore.
All right, Anthony, there you go.
There you go.
And you want a blue?
Any color paint pen.
Okay. All right, Van Robbins.
Heavy Metal Van Robin, same pen, please. Above my head in the light area, no personalization. Let's just throw a little Ballin on top of this. Right there, Ballin MVP. Looks like you and Van Robbins are balling out there together. Right there.
Jericho Cruise, yeah.
All right, this
There you
figure's
go.
seen a little
Van Robbins.
wear and tear,
Well,
but
this is one of the most rare figures you're going to find of MVP's career.
yeah.
This is
Lee
the
Walker.
early series. Series 1, Mattel Elite,
Oh, is
guys.
this one of the rare ones?
This is the first ever set put out there.
Oh, wow.
You had one in purple gear and that. So with the purple trim and the blue trim. So a super rare figure.
We're gonna whatever color you think. I think the blue look good.
I gotta go blue. So we're gonna go blue with.
Blue would match the gear, right?
I'd say we go MVP, bowling, 2X US champ. This is one of the most rare Mattel figures you're gonna find, folks.
And 2-time U.S. champ.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Kev Sanchez, did you put it here? Let's see. Can you?
Thank you very much.
You got it, Lee. It's in blue.
All right, we're gonna take a quick time out while I use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
There you go.
Take a look, Lee Walker.
Lee, that's an awesome piece, man. I remember hunting that set down the day it came out.
Chuck, put this on top of that. MVP will be back in 2 minutes, guys.
We're gonna be getting your 8x10s done shortly.
Kev Sanchez, what's your order? I'm gonna put it in my phone.
Here we go, guys. We do have your 8x10s in the chutes. Following that, we still have a couple mail order pieces, which I'm getting all pulled up right now.
We still have to do the 8x10s, guys. Do not worry.
We're going to soon hit the logo sheet club, the Shikishi board club. We got a couple mail-ins still. Chris Piglione's got his rare figure in the chutes. Oh, and then we got a Lucy. Bubba John. Here we go. Sounds good. We're going to get these all done for you guys next. Chris Capiglione's got a super rare Louis. Oh,
Pink.
as we're playing with pens, folks, we are getting them set for y'all.
This one.
This is Capiglione. His figure's up next.
All right, Chris Capiglione, you're up.
This is a really nice. This is Series 10, if I recall correctly. Series 9, I was wrong. This is the one with Zack Ryder.
Guys, don't forget Kurt Angle coming up next weekend. We also have, thank you, Austin. We also got Commander Aziz is going to be on Sunday, and of course Summer Rae on Monday.
My favorite season.
Don't use my line, Buck.
Oh, I love Summer.
Hearts to Tanya message.
And I mean, I've worked with Summer Rae in the past, so you guys are in for a treat. She's awesome. She's a very nice young lady. Joe has worked with Summer Rae in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you off.
You just tell me now. It's got a minute.
All right, we got you going, Kev Sanchez. We got you going. MVP, we're back in a minute, guys.
Yep, we will be right back continuing with this. We have some more mail order, the Logo Sheet Club. The,
Kev Sanchez, we're getting yours
I
together.
did wrong here.
What?
I had no idea what I did wrong when I came out with that.
You didn't scale it.
I didn't scan these.
No, you didn't scale it.
Oh.
I scale all my stuff in Photoshop before I print it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's how I actually remove borders or add.
I definitely didn't want the border.
All right, I think MVP's back.
It is. Get ready to put a hurting on Joe.
Now, what did I do today?
You're not getting punished for today. You're getting punished for...
Past discretions. Past indiscretions.
What about all of your past indiscretions?
I'm getting punished annually.
All right.
And Ken
He's
gets
back.
punished about 30 or 40 times a day.
Annually, well,
Oh, no, mine are just really
annual punishments are better than, like, if they removed the U out of that word. And
That is not nice.
All right, who's next there, Buck?
Next up is Chris Capiglione with a really rare figure. He just wants a nice big MVP right across the middle.
All right, Chris Capiglione.
Oh, matches my outfit today.
Oh, take a look at that. Perfect with the
Color
pocket square.
coordination. I like that.
There you go, Chris Capiglione, your very rare Elite Series 9.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Here we go. Jason Schneider
Goes in with that box on top.
has sent in, I need a regular black Sharpie. Standard thin black Sharpie, please, Ken. He has sent in this painting that he did of you. Jason is a very talented young man.
Oh,
Take a look
that's
at that.
impressive.
That is nice, right?
Good job, man.
So he would like you to sign just a nice big MVP in that bottom corner. There you are, sir.
Oh, very nice. You want to hold that up for Jason?
Look at that. Does that work for you? Great job, man. Great job.
Thanks, Jason.
We've all gotten some drawings of us that don't look exactly perfect. Some of us aged more than others, but Jason does a great job on his.
All right. Bubba John's up.
Bubba John, he would like you to sign this first IWGP IC Champ MVP.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very cool.
All right, Bubba John, you're up, buddy.
And then we'll MVP around that.
Oh, yeah.
My
That's the
apologies.
important part.
They're all good. Maybe we'll knock that out next.
Yeah, Blue Deco, 2 Kev Sanchez, MVP, Hurt Business.
There we go.
Look at that, Bubba John. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you sending that in.
Alright, so that says 2 Kev Sanchez MVP Hurt Business.
2 Kev Sanchez, MVP, Hurt Business.
Alright, so Kev Sanchez down there in Puerto Rico. He likes his full name on stuff. So under the chin, he would like to sign 2 Kev Sanchez. K-E-V. And then
That goes with
S-A-N.
the top
Kev
figure.
Sanchez.
Oh, okay. No problem.
We can write that for you.
Fit. Yeah, can you?
We can write that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can you wipe
We'll
the whole
wipe-
thing and let me start it fresh?
We'll wipe that. We'll do with this.
So 2 Kev
Wipe that, Joe.
Sanchez.
I will tell him later, Tanya.
And then MVP Hurt Business. Thank you much.
Austin says, hey, MVP.
Actually, you go right in that one.
Yeah, I got to try to get it in there.
There we go.
All right, we made it
Looks
work.
good.
Works.
Shoot, looking good. Kev Sanchez.
Kev Sanchez, thank you, buddy. Austin says, MVP, how did it feel when fans were chanting Power Ranger at you on one episode of SmackDown?
Didn't bother me at all. I just thought, man, these people are stupid. Nobody ever called Jushin Thunder Liger a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So I just thought these are uneducated fans. These people are stupid.
Yes. It's the only
However, to be fair though, that original outfit was not the one that I designed. I thought it was a rib. When I showed up and I saw my debut outfit, I thought it was a rib. I thought they were gonna say, make me put it on and wear it. And then later on they were gonna break out the real outfit. And that didn't happen. So it wasn't until several months later where you started seeing the ones that most of my action figures are. Those are the ones that I designed, and that's how it was supposed to look. But the seamstress just decided to make up her own thing, and as JBL said, what is it? I look like a Bud Light can. And I went to Vince. Here's a cool story. I went to Vince and I said, Vince, I don't feel like an elite athlete. I said, this makes me look like a figure skater. No, I didn't. I said, I don't feel like a combat athlete. I feel like a figure skater. This is something Brian Boitano would wear. And Vince said, your ego's going to get that over. That's heat. I love it. You love it, I love it too, right?
Sign that check, right?
Yeah, you're paying.
Here we go. Ray Dutek is up next. To start the Shikishi Board Club of the day, Ray would like a nice big MVP and then beneath it, IWGP IC Champ.
All right, Ray, here's your Shikishi board.
Here we go. How do we want to do Best Assist 2?
Just a big MVP.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you, sir. Ray,
All right, Ray. Thank you, buddy.
there is yours. Next up, Rockin' with Dan. Rockin' with Dan, a great supporter of the Give Kids the World charity where he works. So thank you, Rockin' with Dan.
Lee Walker, I think
Nice big MVP right across the middle. We did both of Lee Walker's figures.
I think we got both of yous done, Lee. Ray Dutek, here you go.
This was Rockin'.
Oh, rocking.
Boom. Rockin' with Dan.
There you go, rocking. Thank you, buddy.
You rocking with docking.
Then we got
next up, we
Frankie
have,
Love.
Well, we have Rockin' second.
I'll do that as you're doing that.
Frankie Love would like the same MVP, IWGP, IC champ.
All right. Frankie Love Machine, there you go.
Is Rockin' with Dan double fist in the Shikichi Board Club?
I think he is.
Boom. Here we go. There.
All right, there you go, Frankie.
That. And next up for Rockin' with Dan, he would like you to sign MVP, Hurt Business.
All right, Bessels, here's your second one. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, look at that, Bessels. Thank
Rockin'.
you.
Next up, we're going to go back to the blue Sharpie, sir. Thank you very much. We're going to do some of these KNS logo sheets. And following these, we're getting to the 8x10s, right, Ken?
Yes, sir, and then we're
Then
pretty
we're
much
calling
heading
that a day.
out. Yep.
First up is Jeff Kratzer, the king of the cornfield. Let's go nice MVP right up top. Yes, sir. He does those horror haunts. Down there in New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever been to New Jersey.
Tanya, we're
but
doing
it's
it all in
being
red.
I was gonna say just being in New Jersey is scary. It's a horror show in
Yeah.
itself. You know?
I agree. Especially the smelly part.
Amanda Pate, you're up next.
Not a smelly part.
MVP is your kind of guy, Joe. Right there,
All
right
right,
across
Jeff.
the middle.
All right, who's this?
This is Miss Amanda Pate.
Amanda Pate. Thank you.
There we go.
Very
Some are
nice.
smellier than others.
That is absolutely true.
There you go.
James Thompson, you're up next. Let's go right over there.
All right, James Thompson,
And
over there in
then
England.
Jimmy Eaton's starting a new one, huh?
Jimmy Eaton starting a new one.
Let's go.
He's not playing
Not
games.
too huge, but we'll start in that top corner. Right there for Jimmy.
All right, Jim. First guy in the new print is MVP. Thank you.
First and most likely the best, I will say.
That's right.
And that includes a lot of names coming up, i.e. Kurt Angle, Candice Michelle, Summer Rae, Commander Aziz, Vince Russo, for a very rare appearance.
There is a bunch.
A lot in the shoots, and more to come, guys.
Let's do Tanya's real quick. Let's do that red Posca.
Right there, you have it.
And-
Tanya would like you to sign this one to Tanya, Tania, a little message and a couple of hearts, if you don't mind. Tania.
Tanya, I'm not doing the hearts. You do the hearts. You do your little hearts. Come on, man. Hearts. What do I look like? Like I'm in junior high school here. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check one. To Tanya.
Tania.
All right, Tanya, here you go.
And it's what?
Not TA. Can I just get that dragged out for an A?
Oh, I thought you said TONIA.
Perfect. There we go.
Perfection.
Little message auto.
Mark Bias, yes it was, buddy.
We got you, Mark Bias.
And then we're MVP.
Right under the belt, I'd say. Perfect.
All right,
There you go, Tanya.
Tanya, it's beautiful. There you go.
Here's your heart, Tanya. How to do it like this?
There you go.
Grab it, Tanya, quick before Joe gets it.
Joe's gonna take it otherwise. Here we go. I'm gonna do these as we get through. I'm gonna just keep working these and knock them out easy.
Yeah, I think you separated
There we
them,
go.
but
I did
maybe
for
some of
the
the top might be a little.
Austin Mariscal. He wants in yellow. Ballin' knows no borders MVP.
Ballin' with no borders.
So maybe we can do that right off to the side. Ballin' knows no borders MVP. Austin Mariscal, here you go.
All right, Austin. Thank you, buddy. Justin, send it to my phone, buddy.
sir. Here we go. I'm going to switch off to the red next. Take that. Thank you. Next up, Austin Mariscal in red with just like a nice MVP. I would say on your lower half right there. Right on the black part of your gear.
All right, Austin.
Boom. Austin Mariscal, here's your second, buddy.
Thank you.
And you got another one right here. Baller's got a ball, baby. And signed.
Baller's got a ball.
Baller's got a ball, baby.
Can we wait that?
Yes, we'll do another.
You're all good. Perfect.
All right, Austin, we're getting your photos done, buddy.
Here we go, Mr. Mariscal.
There you go.
Red. I'll take that. Thank you, sir. And here's Mariscal's tag. Thank you, Joe. In purple, next. Here, like WWE US Champ, 343 days.
What was that? Yeah, 3
Yeah. Overrun.
Guys, we got 2 basic figures left. 2 of MVP here. There's 65. If you want one, let us know.
WWE, I guess. We'll do the
65.
US Champ straight down.
We'll do US champ.
Perfect. 343 days, MVP.
Oh, look. Purple looks good there.
That
Who is this?
looks good. That came out really
That's
good.
a real nice
Is that
photo.
Austin?
Yep.
All right, that looks nice. Purple's his color.
Next up is the
bounces
same
off the-
purple.
Black, yeah.
The black,
Oh,
and you got the black
it's
and
got purple
purple.
underneath.
Yeah.
Dan Ray would like this, not
Yeah.
personalized. 2x US champ, Montel Vontavious Porter MVP. I don't think I've ever seen you sign Montel Vontavious
I
Porter.
don't.
So just MVP. So you 2x US champ, MVP.
All right, then right, here you go.
Of course.
Perfect. Here we go, Dan Ray. You got that purple bouncing off nice. I know you're a belt shot kind of guy. I'll grab that. Next up, we're going to do a running blue Sharpie. And these are going to start with Jacob Cohen getting his tag shot signed. Just a nice MVP up top. Maybe have Matt Hardy complete that should we ever line up with
Every
Matt
time I
again.
sign these, I always tell people I'm going to sign on this side, and I leave that side open for Matt Hardy. But I have one stipulation, and they go, "What is that?" When you have Matt sign it, you have to remind him that MVP was the captain.
There we go. So there you go. With your adjusted captain. Well, you have 2 belts. I mean, that right there says
I
captain.
mean, right? Yeah.
That's where I come from.
I won the titles. I was the one that pinned the guy. I was, I did all the work.
Matt
I
was
the
just there.
captain. I led Matt to his first tag team championship without Jeff. I did that.
And listen, he had a couple of years without Jeff at that point, so
With no tag titles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying.
gold recognized gold. Angelo Serino would like it the same way.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, I had so much fun working with Matt Hardy during that time. We became very good friends, and he taught me a lot.
Matt's an awesome guy.
Yeah, I love Matt Hardy.
And it's super nice, smart.
There you go, Angelo.
He gets it.
Yeah, completely.
John Crisp would like his the same way. We had Matt in here about a year and a half ago. Would love to have him with Jeff.
Okay, thank you, Johnny Crisp.
Next up is Jacob Cohen. He would like you to sign this to Jacob, Jacob, and then your autograph. All in that top blue area, please. Thank you.
JACOB, correct?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
All right, Tanya.
Here we go. Jacob, there's your next one, buddy. Next up is for James Thompson. He would like Leader of the Hurt Business MVP. Maybe we'll do the Leader of the Hurt Business in this area. And MVP on the suit.
Tanya MVP. In that purple. Who's this?
This one belongs to James Thompson.
All right, James Thompson in England.
Again? You're back again, James?
He is. Thank you.
Seen Tanya pop up a few times. Thank you very much, Tanya.
Tanya will be back in as well. Stanley Weeks is up next. He just wants a nice MVP there.
You got it, Stanley.
This will be a great photo to get completed. You're
Listen,
a
awesome
quarter of the
job.
way there. All right.
Next up is Jacob Cohen. Same thing, please. Next up will be John Crisp. The same way, please.
Beautiful. Take a look. That's the group shot.
Next up will be Justin Frazier. He would like you to sign Hurt Business as well, so maybe we'll do Hurt Business.
There you go,
on
John
the
Crisp.
legs, and then your signature in your spot.
How about if I do her business down here?
Perfect.
For sure.
Looking good. Is that Justin Frazier?
Yep.
Looking good, Justin. Here you go.
There you go. There's your beginning of your Hurt Business piece. Next up, Justin Frazier has this one. He's going to the archives for your promos right here. He wants SmackDown's highest paid free agent MVP. By the way, guys, I would just like to point out that MVP had the decision long before LeBron. About 5 years before, to be exact. Oh, shoot. Can I have a new one?
Yeah.
Off the top? Yeah, we'll read it.
Yeah, sorry, MVP, but
No, that's my fault.
All good. So SmackDown's highest paid free agent. And Joe is actually KNS's highest paid free agent. We stopped signing free agents after you.
no, you're not getting paid yet, Joe. One day.
I'm just the highest free agent, I guess.
Yes, that.
All right.
Highest meaning
Yes.
highest.
If anyone wants to challenge me for that role, bring it.
Joe's flying at 30,000 feet all the time.
All right, look at that, Justin Frazier.
There we go.
Okay, I apologize to all of you. The coffee got me. I gotta go pee again. I'm sorry.
All right, see all that coffee? Blame Joe.
That coffee, that diuretic.
All right, MVP's will be
That's
back
what
in
we
2
can
minutes, guys. Don't worry. Do not panic in the streets.
We will be getting your items completed. Do not be alarmed, folks. I am getting your stuff continually situated. And, yeah, that's going to happen.
Buck, I'm probably gonna run out.
So leave me your key.
Yeah, because I gotta do some.
Do you want me to drop your key at your house?
No.
Hey, Joe. Now's your opportunity to go into the back room.
But he knows there's nothing in the back room. It's all been moved upstairs. Yeah. So you can get that
Yeah,
done.
I got it.
And then just have him sign this stuff. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say goodbye to him on the way out.
I got
For
it.
business on these.
I
And then,
know how it goes.
Joe, you can sit here.
Oh, no, I'm missing it. Joe's going to be Buck.
No. Let him sit. He can't do.
Not
He
his
can't
first
do.
rodeo.
He can't do that.
All right.
What do you mean I can't do?
Because you can't. Make sure you stick
Are
with
we
that.
cutting orders in that regard?
Pretty much. I don't think there's gonna be anything else. So here.
Guys,
So
good.
after that,
Yes,
get-
I know.
and
I
then
know.
just make
I've
it.
done this
Do
before.
not have Joe.
I've done this by myself. Hey.
All right, guys, I'm going to be leaving a little bit early. I have to get going. I have something I got to do. Joe and Buck are going to finish up, and we're going to
problems,
finish
go
up the
directly
8x10s. So Buck and Joe will be here with MVP for the rest of it, and I am running out. Just have them sign it.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, brother.
All right.
I think that's all right. It was great working if you can, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah.
Wait, where am I bringing him after?
You're driving
This
home.
hotel. Whatever hotel is it.
All right, guys, we are here. Any chance of having Billy Gunn back? Never say never. Ken Povidenti says, perfect. Game starts in 5 minutes. Sounds
Go
great.
Pack, go.
Oh, yeah, I say it's starting in
That's the
Brazil,
game we're
right?
talking about, I'm assuming,
Yeah, it's
right?
Brazil. They're starting. So, guys, MVP will be
For
back
one night only, of
momentarily.
course. Go Pack, go.
You're not an Eagles guy. I know you. You're an NFC East stalwart for your New York Giants.
Yeah, but I would never
You can never cheer on the Philadelphia
No,
Eagles.
of course
I
not.
know. So hold on, who do you want to cheer on less? The Eagles or Cowboys? And you can't
What?
say neither.
If they, what, you mean if it came down to the NFC title game? Can we
Listen.
just hope for a
One
labor
of them,
strike and
one
we
of them's
cancel
going
the
to the Super
season?
Bowl. One of them's going to the Super Bowl. Who is it?
I'm rooting for whoever comes out of the AFC. Unless it's the Patriots, of course.
What if it's Patriots Cowboys? How are you going to feel about that?
I'm just
You're
going
going
to
to
pray
hope
for
to choke on a chicken leg?
No, let's pray for an NFL labor strike that just cancels the season. I mean,
Aye.
screw it. Who cares at that point?
Here we go. Some nice different colors. Of course, Queen Stacy. Come on, it's Buck. You know what you're dealing with here. It is me. We got all the colors. Well, by all of them, I mean a couple. But we are getting back. We are going to be completing the latter half of the signing. We do have some 8x10s still to go. And following that, MVP will be off to tend to some very important business meetings. And we will be back in a moment as we complete the latter half of this virtual signing. And we probably will not be as focused on the chat so much because it is just Joe and I, and we want to make sure your orders get signed as best as possible. So we are killing the dead area there as Ken runs out. And Joe is going to start doing his annual shopping, his Christmas shopping. He's going to be going through the K&S stores for him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to implicate myself in any way, shape, or form. I know Joe is not opposed to that, though.
Won't be the first thing I get implicated on today.
The public indecency again.
It was,
You
a very,
gotta-
it was
you
a very,
just-
very hazy day,
You
both literally and
You just
figuratively,
gotta
alright?
keep it in there, buddy.
That's what I'm trying to do, is keep it in there.
That's the problem. But she also has to be okay with that. Or he. I don't even know which way you're going. But either way, it is what it is. I got no problem with either end. As long as you're safe and responsible, both parties consent. That's the important part. Is both parties consent. Return of the
Leave any
Ronin.
of the hurt
Bucky,
business.
do you have any of the hurt business shots left? Yes, Mark Bias, we
Yep.
do. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. All right. Here we go, folks.
Here
We
we
are back.
All right, let's get to work. What do we got
Do
here?
it up. We got an 8x10 for the Queen, Miss Stacy Smith. Let's do it in silver on the black part of your gear. We'll
Okay.
go to Stacy, Stacy, Ballin.
Yeah, this shot was our business.
We don't have any of the suited one.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so that's our. Then we're sold out of that one. Then. Okay. All right.
There we go. Stacy Smith, that is for you.
Voila.
Here we go. We're going to show these up quickly. Joe, I'm going to give them off to you. Next up is Robert Elwell to Robert Straight Up Ballin, MVP. Mark Bias confirming on that Hurt Business shot with all the belts.
Can I add one to Mark? To Mark, yep.
M-A-R-K, right?
Well,
Because I know he's M-A-R-C on the account.
he asked, "Can I add one to Mark M-A-R-K?"
Yeah, that's how he spells his name.
But his screen, his
I know.
profile says M-A-R-C.
I know. Life is a work, brother.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
Here we go. Can I get a tag for Mark Bias while we're at it? Mark Bias would like you to sign this one to M-A-R-K in blue Sharpie, please. Maybe we'll do the two mark up above Shelton shoulder. And then your signature by your legs.
With a K.
Yes, please.
Oh, damn, you learn
By
something
the
new
way,
every
I'm
day.
glad that I at least got a smile out of the life is work because I said that to Michelle the other day and she was not happy about it. She said something about the wedding and I go, life is work there, kid. She's like, nope. Not going with that. She's like, you're not doing that. You're not hitting me with that. Melissa Lusk is up next. In light blue, she would like MVP Hurt Business. We'll do it in this
Yeah,
time.
I'm sorry,
man.
yes.
Oh, no worries. So MVP and Hurt Business.
So I guess you wouldn't appreciate it if they ask you, "Do you take her to be your wife?" You go, "Swerve."
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm not going to do that anyway because what this wedding's costing me. No way I'm doing that, brother. I love her anyway, so it is what it is. You could have Amber. Took her from me already. Thank you, sir. Queen Stacy is back right here. She would like to Stacy, U.S. champ. S-T-A-C-Y. And then U.S. Champ, MVP. And Scott Toth is up next. He has 4 photos that he would all want.
Four.
All
Scott,
of
you
them.
went all in, huh? 4 of them?
He's
Oh, yeah.
a very basic guy, too. He's a simple man. To quote Skinner, in silver, he just wants a nice
To be
MVP on
a
each.
simple kind of man.
Right there, we'll do a nice MVP on the bottom corner, please.
But it says skin nerd.
Skinnerd.
I thought you said Skinner, and I'm like, wait,
no,
when
no,
did?
no. I'm talking about Leonard.
All right.
I
What am
think
I-
Skinner was a simple kind of man, too.
He was. He just wanted to wrangle a gator.
Yeah, just, live in the swamp.
Hey, he's coming
Wrangle
back up
gators.
here. He's leaving the swamp in a couple weeks to come up here.
Oh
with
yeah,
us.
that's right. He's coming back.
Just MVP.
Yes, please. Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving the Everglades to join us back up here, with both of his books, I believe. Next up, we're gonna do an MVP in that top corner. Same silver, please. We got a run in all silver, and then another MVP right there for Scott Toth out there in Michigan. He's unfortunately cheering on those Detroit Tigers right now. Hopefully the Lions have a better season. Dan Campbell at the helm. Thomas Clark is up next. He would like to sign 2 Thomas MVP. I will say this. Last year, the Lions helped me hit a parlay, but they unfortunately cost me at the end. Boom. Thomas Clark.
See, I made some money off of them. I predicted them going as far as they did.
Here you go. Anthony DeSimone, you're up next. Maybe hold this in case we ever see Bobby, so we'll sign it right up there.
Just MVP.
Just MVP. Thank you.
I was also the one who picked the Cowboys to go out the first round.
That's just because you hate the Cowboys. Right there.
I shouldn't have even been in the
Clark, you're up
playoffs.
next. He wants 2 Jake, half man, half amazing, and signed. As we're all geared up for football season out here. We're ready. It's because I'm tired of watching my Red Sox lose. There you go, Jake Clark. Thank you, sir. Next up is going to be Jason Burke. He would like this signed to the Burks. BURKE''S. And guys, we are getting through. We appreciate the huge turnout for MVP today. I'm sure
Yes,
he
thank you.
appreciates it as
Thank
well.
you very much. Very happy to know that I
You're
was
still
able
loved.
to make a difference in your lives, put some smiles on some faces, give you some good memories. So thank you very much for the love that you reciprocate.
Absolutely. Mike Roms is up next out there in Bensonville. He would like to sign to Mike, WWE US Champ. Mike Roms, this is for you, brother. WWE US Champ, and then signed. You guys, I gotta say, these photos look awesome and much appreciated. You guys show the love to them.
There we go.
Of course, MVP signing them up nice. Never hurts anything either. Next up, Dan Ray would like you to sign this one. 2x US Champ MVP. There we go. And those US title shots are definitely among the most popular today. Next up is for Angie Holland out of Clearwater, Florida. She is the Clearwater fangirl. She would like it to Angie, A-N-G-I-E, Clearwater fangirl, MVP. And then Clearwater fangirl. Thank you, sir. MVP knows that Florida area pretty well.
I'm very familiar with Clearwater.
Heading over from Tampa International. Very nice. Next up is Ryan Watson. To Ryan, MVP, R-Y-A-N.
Everyone, if you're just tuning in, Ken had to step out.
Ken is not coming back today.
I'm following the feed right now. If you do want to place a last minute order, feel free to private message me with it.
There you go. Angelo Serino is up next. He wants just a nice big MVP on there. Boom, Angelo Serino out there in Connecticut. This one is for you. Next up is John Crisp. He would like a nice big MVP in the top corner, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Van.
What did Heavy Metal Van Robbins have to say?
Joe's the MVP.
What about me? And actually, quite literally, MVP. Mike R. I'm going to butcher your last name again, so this one's just going to be MVP up top. Next up will be U.S. Champ MVP, also for Mike. Another one for Mike, just signed right there, please. Mike is one of the bigger MVP fans that we know. Got quite a few photos today.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Next up, we're going to do one right there, MVP. Next up is the Riz, Brian Risner. He's in the shoots. He would like you to send to Brian, B-R-I-A-N, MVP. Right up top. Well, Punisher tribute gear, right?
Oh, my favorite Marvel character.
Love Punisher.
Frank Castiglione, a.k.a. Frank Castle. Punisher.
Next up, we've got Brian Risner. Again, this one is for Jordan. So we'd like two Jordan, Ballin, a $, and your autograph. Jordan. My friend Shanga Sean Carter's up in the shoots. Shanga, you're up. He would like two Shanga, S-H-A-N-G-A, Ballin, and a $. Here you go, Shanga. Jacob Cohen is in the shoots next. Here, just like a nice MVP up top. Following him will be our friend Stanley Weeks, who would like a nice MVP up top. Thank you, sir. Here we go. Following that is Ed McConaughey out there in Pennsylvania. He would like half man, half amazing, MVP. We will go to the blue Sharpie following that. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Boom. Ed. Next up, Bert Kemper has 3 photos. Right there, just signed. These are all going to be just signed. We'll do this in the same blue. We'll go right up to the side of this. Here you go, Bert. These 3 can stay together, Joe, because there's only one tag. 2. And then we'll do on your suit there, please.
I didn't even know this picture existed. But I like it, though.
Well, that's a pretty damn good shot.
I've never... Before today, I never saw this picture before. I never saw this before today. And it's funny because my contact lenses were messing with my eyes. So I actually wore my real glasses that weekend, or that day, or that Monday. And,
it's a good look.
good look.
That's
I look,
pretty
I look
clean.
very studious. Right?
That's pretty clean look.
Intellectual. So it's just a signature.
Yes, race.
Yes, Tanya, we got that done for you.
Tanya, you have been taken care of, and I
There's one
appreciate
more in
you.
there. I know there's one more in there.
There's another one for Tanya?
There's one more
Tanya,
in
you
there.
went all in.
The shot with Matt Hardy. Next up is John Duncan. He's got 3 as well, all in blue Sharpie, just signed.
Oh, I know we signed one for Tanya.
Yep, we have
right?
one more in
Okay.
Here we go. MVP on the bottom half of there. John, these are yours, brother. There's your second one, your Hurt Business. And then your third one, which we'll do off to the side in that blue.
So he's got ×3.
Yeah. Then we've got Mitch Stevens, same thing. He's got 3. First one in blue, next 2 in silver. So here's Mitch. The first one is just MVP. Then we'll go back to the silver. Thank you, sir. I'll take that. Much appreciated. The next one we'll do, I'd say off your shoulder right there. And the third one, that popular shot with the U.S. title right up top. Boom. Phil Liardo, you're up next. He has 3 silver on each. Right there. Then we'll do the same thing up top. I actually really like that shot too.
Yeah, it's not a bad one either.
Just the gold with the lights, that tie, black and gold watch. You accessorize well, I gotta say.
You know, it's,
You accessorize well.
I'm sure my socks probably matched.
Right up there.
We're doing like the 3 special.
These are all the 3s, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I broke these up earlier. I got here like noon. Next up is Neil Perkins, he has 3. Same thing right there. And I like that we did photos that can really only be signed in blue or gold. Or blue or silver, rather. So I just stuck all the silver ones together. Here's Neil's second, right up top. And Neil's third, which will go right on that side. Here we go. I'm going to just organize quickly what we have left, guys. We are getting to the tail end. In order, just so you guys are aware, we have Kev Sanchez, Stacy Smith. Following that, we have the 1 for Tanya. We have 1 for Noatek, and we have Sue Oliver.
Oliveri?
Oliveri. Christ, I can't read anymore. What happened to me? And Renee. Actually, let's do
All those
Sue's now.
concussions, man.
Yes, man. A couple foul tips off the mask. That screws with you. We'll do Sue's right now because they're just signed. We'll go
Sue
right up top.
Oliveri. Okay, here you go, Sue. Thank you.
There you go. There's your first one.
To Sue. Thank you.
Oh, very nice. I like it.
She's got 4?
3.
3.
Yep. Those ones. There you go. And then we'll go back to the blue Sharpie on this one. I love this shot. This actually feels like an NBA championship style shot. Right there. I'm currently
Tanya,
rejoicing in my...
We didn't do a basic for Tanya, right?
We did not. Here we go. We have Tanya's next one, which we'll do in purple. Tanya's purple. She would like on this side just 2 Tanya MVP. Oops, sorry about that. My bad. TANIA. And then MVP.
Oh, where's this?
We have Renee from Germany is up next.
Don't walk away, Renee.
Here we go. Renee over in Germany is a huge fan of yours. He always makes sure to check out those German tours.
Guten Tag, mein Herr. Or actually, I guess it would be Guten Nacht, right? Guten Nacht.
So he would like his to Renee, RENE, US champ, and signed. I'll get this in at the end.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then next one will be to Renee, RENE, Ballin with a $sign. Then it'll be Kev Sanchez, Stacy, Anthony, and Tanya's figure, and then I believe we're done. We got a couple things knocked out off camera, and we will go about the day from there, folks. Here we go. Next up is Kev Sanchez. Kev has 4 photos. He would like all of them signed to Kev Sanchez and a little message. So first off, we'll do this one in the purple paint for Kev. So he'd like 2 Kev Sanchez, and maybe we'll do the captain on your gear.
All right.
That'll be his message. So to Kev Sanchez. And we'll throw that captain on your gear with an MVP autograph. There you go. So does that make Matt Hardy the Jordan to your the Pippen to your Jordan?
Yeah, basically.
Or is he
no, you know what? No, Matt Hardy definitely was Scottie Pippen. I almost gave him Tony Kukoc.
Oof.
I almost gave him Tony Kukoc.
It's a low blow.
But man, Tony Kukoc was a badass player.
I think he was
That's not a
badass.
low blow at all. That's not.
He wasn't no Pippen, but
He wasn't quite Pippen, but well, you remember Pippen got mad and wouldn't go in the game when they designed to play for Kukoc.
Yeah.
So if the coach is giving that last shot to Kukoc and not Pippen,
I mean, Matt's a finisher. Matt can be a finisher. He's capable.
nah. I've never said a bad word about Matt Hardy in real life.
No, he's an awesome guy. Character-wise, different story.
Character-wise, I don't trust him. He's sneaky, he's slimy, all that good stuff.
Next up is to Kev Sanchez, ballin' and signed. At least he didn't call him Horace Grant.
Hey, Horace Grant was
Wait, it could be worse. It could be called Luke Longley.
Ooh.
Luke Longley was a role player.
Hey, I mean, and he played his role well.
Yeah, he knew what he was. He didn't have to score. He just had to bang boards and play defense. That was it.
Next up, we've got this one for Kev Sanchez. To Kev Sanchez, Hurt Business, MVP.
I still can't believe the Spurs traded Rodman for Will Perdue.
But Will Perdue had a good year.
I just remember waking up, and I read it in the newspaper. That's how far back we're going. But, yeah, that really annoyed me. I had some problems at school later that day because of that one.
What, you weren't a Will Perdue guy?
I'm a Knicks fan.
There we go.
As painful as it's been over my life.
You can play like Pat, though.
Yeah.
Next up in the light blue, please. We'll do this as Kev Sanchez is fourth. To Kev Sanchez, U.S. champ.
Kev Sanchez, man, Kev Sanchez, today you're the MVP.
There we
You and
go.
Tanya.
And then next up will be the Queen, Miss Stacey Smith.
She asked for one in purple.
Yep, I got her.
Okay.
I got you, Queen. Come on. I have everything all planned up for you.
And just MVP?
U.S. champ.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And Michelle has arrived at home.
Thank you, Michelle. I love you. Found a woman crazy enough to marry me. That's the answer. That's all I need to do. If I accomplish nothing else, I'm happy.
What's up, Erica?
In the exact same blue, this is going to be for Stacy. To Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y, U.S. champ. S-T-A-C-Y. No E. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That one's on me. Let me grab another one of that. This one right here. You're all good. S-T-A-C-Y.
I think that means it might be sold out of number one now.
I believe it might be.
And U.S. champ?
Yes, please. Thank you, sir.
What's up, Tim Mandeville? If you're just tuning in, we are out of photos 1 and 4 now.
Here we go. Next up, we'll go to the purple for the Queen, Miss Stacey Smith. Thank you, sir. Queen's going to purple. She would like to Stacy, 2X U.S. champ.
So what do we got? We got Stacy, we got Kev Sanchez, we got Tanya. We've had a few heavy
James
hitters.
Thompson.
James Thompson, yes.
What a
Some heavy
bunch.
hitters in here today. Okay, and this one is, once more please.
To Stacy, S-T-A-C-Y.
And Renee, who bought a couple.
And then 2X U.S. champ, MVP. I was saying.
Then we got a guy like Dan Bessels who bought a figure, Shakishi board, and
We got tons of mail-ins,
Yeah.
book club spots. David Yule got 3 book club spots and his 4x6 signed. So a lot of big support today. You guys, it is much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you to all of you.
Here we go.
I really appreciate this.
Stacy got 6 photos.
Very nice. Stacy, here's
That's
your
why
next one.
she's the queen.
She is.
Oh, yeah.
So how about for this one we do to Stacy the Queen, MVP.
Okay, you got it.
We'll do that in silver. Thank you, sir. To Stacy the Queen. Stacy.
What's up, Scott? Oh, home run, Mark Vientos.
Oh, man.
Nice to see my team going off now that it's meaningless. But
Hey, you and I are playing each other in the elimination bracket of fantasy. I
no,
lost
it's
my
not the
own
elimination. It's a consolation.
league. Oh, it's consolation. I lost some, okay.
Yeah,
I think I started Marcus Stroman yesterday. I don't want to talk about it.
oof.
Right there. There you go, Stacy the Queen. And we have one more for Stacy the Queen, which I think we do in the blue deco. And we'll do to Stacy best wishes on this one. We'll go with the gimmick table special.
Gimmick table special.
What's up, Marshall?
All right, and we're doing to Stacy.
Best wishes. Stacy.
Yeah, Scott, yours was done a couple of minutes ago.
Yep, you're all set. Next up, we have Tanya's figure, Militech's photo, and then we are calling it a night.
Joe Lang, nobody cares. He's dead to us.
All right, who are we talking about?
Oh, he's dead. We don't know.
Saquon Barkley, may he rest in peace.
Oh, yeah. Joe's a Giants fan, unfortunately. We don't want to talk about it. Next up is Tanya. We're going to do to Tanya, Hurt Business MVP in the purple. Tanya loves purple. Tania.
Hurt Business MVP.
Yes, please. Thank you. And then Militech, we're going to do your first half of your inscription on camera. We'll see about the other half off camera. I got it.
I just want to read it.
It's easier to read off because Ken shorthanded it.
Oh.
Very nice. Right here. And then in silver, this is the last on-camera autograph of the day. This is going to Anthony Militech down there in Fort Lee, New Jersey. In case MVP wants to find him.
It'll
send
come
Hurt
from
Business
somewhere.
after him. This one is going to be not personalized Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt MVP.
You want me to write out Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Maybe BJJ?
No, I'll write it out. If that's what he wants,
yeah.
I'll write it out.
So, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. We'll talk about the other part off camera, Militech. Unless you want to do it on camera.
What is
Yeah, that's actually funny. And true.
Mike Luciano? Those aren't bad choices, but those are 4 teams, not 3. Well, it says my 3 top teams
And
are
there's 4 of them?
the Giants, Dolphins, Texans, and Chiefs.
Yeah, because they're 4 winners. Well, 3 winners of the Giants.
Giants are winners.
Yep.
What they've done lately is irrelevant. They've
Here you go, Mr. Militech.
And Mr. Militech, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I won the IBJJF World Championship, Masters World Championship at Purple Belt to get promoted to Brown Belt. So I am also an unscripted world champion.
There we go. So MVP, we appreciate you coming here. We got a couple things to knock out off camera at the end.
Okay.
But we want to give you the final word. What do you have to say to everybody who came, spent some money today, hung out, asked questions, and fondly remember you?
First, I
And
want
you're
to
not done
say
yet.
to all of you that, I mean, this is pretty overwhelming. I appreciate you spending your hard-earned money for collectibles with my image and my signature. Thank you so much for your love and support. I'd like to say that I'm not done just yet. I've got a little bit more left in the tank before I retire. I have a match in November with Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. And when I hang up the boots, I will hang them up for good. I will be done. I won't be one of those guys coming back out of retirement here and there. And I want to do it like I've done my career up to this point, my way. And I look forward to that day when it's all done. But we're not there yet. And I'd like to say in closing, because I'm sure at this point the internet and the website, the dirt sheets are probably going crazy about the statements that I made earlier. But I don't bite my tongue. Everybody who knows MVP knows that I say what I mean what I say, and if I said it about you, I will say it to you. My feelings about WWE, about Triple H, about my time there, I will go into detail on my podcast. The VIP Lounge podcast will be returning very soon, and I'll tell you exactly what I said and exactly how I feel without biting my tongue in true MVP fashion. So, Dirt Sheet, since you love misquoting and attributing things and stirring up stuff and spreading rumors and all that, from my mouth on my podcast, you will hear exactly how I feel about everything. And probably about a month or so out from that. But on that note, thank you very much. If you love me, I love you. And if you don't love me, thanks for watching anyway.
All right.
Take care, guys. We will see you on Sunday with Commander Aziz.
Good night, everyone.